Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and hello to all my dear students. Welcome to AIMS Online Education Center. In the previous lecture, I will tell you about research by purpose and its type, in which basic research, applied research, as well as action research. If you want to know about these researches, I will put the link in the description box. You can go and check out the what is meant by basic, applied, and such, because today lecture is based on our previous knowledge, and if we have no knowledge about research by purpose, so there is a need for us to understand. It's difficult for us to understand today's topic. So let's begin our topic. And today our topic of study is about qualitative search as well as quantitative search, right? In name show the already thing. I always just tell you about, before learning anything, you should have an idea about then what is meant by the thing, what is the word of the meaning. In your junior classes, you already know about what is meant by you use the terminology, words, and meaning, so you can understand the English very easily. In the same kind, if the level up, but you should know the basic things, which is very necessary for your further study. So let's start. Quantitative search, quantity. Quantitative search shows a quantity, and quantity, what does mean by quantity? Quantity means numbers, right? When you go to shopping, you should take things and put in the your trolley. So whenever you go to for billing, what you should give up billing bill, what show will show the quantity of the thing which you buy at that store, right? And quality of research focus on text quality. Text, the text written in the past, the text written, everything which comes in the text form, in the paragraph form, in the explanation form, in the description form, it means it's a type of qualitative search where the only text, there is no number, no quantity, and no other sign of the unit of measure to quantity, no discussed there in qualitative search. But quantitative search is a very systematic and very sequential study, right? So let's start our characteristic of quantitative as a qualitative search. I will give a lecture on one by one, but it is unable for some students to learn one by one, because it's a relationship as well as difference. When you go for to study something in relation or difference, it is easy to handle both contexts very easily, right? So what is the purpose of qualitative search? Purpose of qualitative search is just a theory, but when we go for qualitative search, it's a purpose to develop a theory. In the previous lecture, basic research purpose has to develop a theory, and applied search has a purpose to test a theory. So these two terms distinguish qualitative and quantitative search. Keep in your mind. When someone asks about the what's the purpose of quantitative search, you should write test. It is used for to test a theory. But when we ask about what is the purpose of qualitative research, you should develop a theory, right? And in the quantitative research, there is a structured data, because it follows the scientific method. So it always has structured data. That means you go for observation, then you go to make hypothesis, then theory, then law, and all the sequential proper process you follow in the structured data. And you have number. If the number, I will also give an example about structured data. Like number 10 cannot uh, become from 0, right? Or unstructured data means there is a few child, few blocks in which different numbers, and it cannot arrange 1 to 10 order, so it is unstructured data, right? The next is confirmatory and measures, and the qualitative search exploratory and depth. Confirmatory and measure, just something you measure, right? Quantities show the measure, and if the bottle has uh, 1 liter water, you can measure it in any other measuring technique, like and confirm. You can measure and show different people, and the different people confirm that it's 1 liter bottle, that it means it's confirmed. You can go for doesn't need to explore and interpret. You just for confirmatory and measure. You something you confirm, and something it is confirmed by others, right? And something you measure, like a bottle of water, you measure have a glass have 1 liter bottle, 1 liter of water in it. Another person go for it and said, yes, you are right, it is 1 liter of water in a glass, right? But when we come to qualitative research, it is exploratory and interprets. What exploratory and interprets means, you can go for explore. You can if you have word research, just we take an example. You go for definition and explore. There are several definition about research. And interprets, some person they took the first idea of research and the second one of their own, the interprets, right? Someone if I shall take a definition of research, then uh, we go for another person, right? Another person give take an Aisha definition in the middle of the definition and put front and last is on, then it interprets, right? So this type the quality of text enhances a qualitative search, and confirmatory and measuring shows in quantitative search. The next is more generalizable, and the result of quantitative search are more generalizable because it's quantitative to confirm us the whole scenario, right? So it is more generalizable. If generalizable mean if we apply the result on the whole population, right? But when we come to qualitative search, its result is less generalizable. Why? Because less generalizable, because the text quality cannot, we cannot justify the text, we can justify only number or structured data, right? So that's why that is not generalizable. Like I will give you an put an example in such case, such characteristic, like Greeks believe on theoretical work, right? But nowadays people will go for scientific work, those things they will testify, and that is right, right? Like pragmatist, right? uh, so this is the meant stand for more generalizable and less generalizable. And next we go to, and if the result more general, so it means a large sample, nice. But when we go for quality research, small sample, because some people believes, like some people in the past believe that the sun is static and as well earth is static. But the more people believe in this thing that sun is static, the earth is evolving. And I also give an example another. In the past, people believe that God is one, right? Some people believe on the God is one, but the majority people think that no, God is more, right? So this is the idea. So which the qualitative search has less sample, small sample, less generalizable result, and it is more objective because if it come to the point, it go for narrowness, right? It go for the exact crux of that study, right? But qualitative search more subjective because we cannot justify the statement, we cannot justify the text, we cannot justify the custom, we cannot justify the norms, right? But we can justify the numbers, right? And the last it is use statistical techniques. So, sorry, second last it's a number, so we go for the addition, multiplication, t-test, ANOVA, mancova, uh, right? Correlation, and all these techniques, the statistical techniques we are applied in the quantitative research. But qualitative search have no statistical test. I always I previously also mentioned we cannot justify the custom, we cannot justify the norms. So how we can test a custom? Like uh, we can have an example. Sati is bad custom actually, but in sin it is very common, right? So how we can test sati is good or not? Because the women are not have a choice to go and to tell people about the reason, because they are not allowed. So how we can test how many women, how many girls, how many kids, young girls got married in a custom named sati, right? So how we can test if nobody inform us, nobody confirm us? So how we get apply to know, how we can for statistical test? So there is no statistical test in qualitative search, but in quantitative search, statistical tests are always applied. And deductive process. You deductive process means general to specific, right? We generalize, right? We have more population to small, more objectives. But in qualitative search means inductive process, specific to general, right? If something already exists, but we can do by its own, so it is the inductive process. So here is the characteristic of qualitative search as well as quantitative search. Next, we go for type of research. Uh, you anything which we already explain about the numbers in quantity. These are types of quantitative research. Right, descriptive search in which we generalize the result, right? And we can judge the result. And experimental search in experimental search is a control group, and as an experimental group, we can control on something. So, but in qualitative search, you cannot control on something. This is also a characteristic of the research, right? You cannot control the event of past, right? So this is a type of quantitative search. And as well as next type is causal comparative search. You can compare and check the effect of the search is, as well as correlation search. These are a type of quantitative search. When types of qualitative search, historical search, you cannot judge history, so it is a type of historical search because text only. As well as ethnographic search. Ethnographic I explain in the next videos when we go for ethnographic search, but I will also explain about ethnographic search. Is ethnographic research is that type of research in which we will study some culture, some norms, some habits of one culture and compare with the other culture. So it's a type of qualitative. And then case study research. In the case study such, as you know very well, what is case is a long proceeding and long term, so it is also coming qualitative search. Next, with tools of qualitative search and quantitative search. Qualitative search have questionnaire, as you know very well, structured questionnaire or open-ended question and closed-ended questionnaire and structured interview are type of tools of quantitative search. But qualitative search have general interviews and general discussion. You can go for a general discussion. You tell them about that you are conducting for some research paper, but you start for casual conversation so that the researchee got a experience on you and trust on you. That's why they give information to you. So these are the tool of qualitative search. Thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. See you soon and keep your lesson done very well. And if you have any problem related to research, go to comment section and comment about the what you are studying and what you are know about research. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon. See you soon. Bye bye.